And hello, welcome back to a new episode of How'd You Meet? I am so excited today for our guest, and I am so excited to introduce to you to Sierra Bizzell. She is married to Mr. Odell Bizzell, who is a great friend and mentor. They've been married for 13 years. I know she does not look old enough to be married now for 13 years. I verified before the interview, and they have 3 children, 2 beautiful girls, and a 1 boy. Thank you, Sierra, for being here. And what you guys need to know about this couple is they are college sweethearts and have beautiful, crazy, bold personalities. I can't wait for you guys to get to know a little bit more about them. So, welcome, Sierra, today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it is an honor to have you guys here. I'm so excited for you guys to get to know this beautiful couple. And so we'll dive right into the questions. So, how'd you guys meet?
Well, we met in 2004. I was a college freshman. I had only been in school, let's see, we got there in August. So I met Odell in October. And I was not really loving my college experience because I didn't feel like I had a lot of friends. We went to a PWI, so it was a bit of a culture shock. And there were not a lot of people that I knew, and I just felt kind of lonely. I was far away from home. Well, not too far, but 2.5 hours away from home for an only child is everything. So, I was feeling kind of lonely. I was in a relationship. I had a boyfriend at the time, but things were very rocky. And I went to eat lunch in Fountain Dining Hall, and I sat down, and then this guy comes over to me and he's like, "Excuse me, can I sit down?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure, fine, sit down." And he was really nice. He was very cute, and he smelled really good. That's the thing that got me. He smelled so good. Um,
Okay.
and he was just very nice in the way that he approached me, because I had been approached by some other guys and they were kind of jerks, and I was just not feeling it at all. But he was very nice. His personality, of course, was shining through, as it always is. And we talked that day for hours, like maybe 3 hours. They basically kicked us out of the dining hall that day. And that was it, because I honestly thought I was never going to see him again.
How come?
Well, again, I had a boyfriend and we were talking about like starting a group. My friend and I were going to start a group for Black kids at the school, so that we could kind of meet each other, because spread all out on the campus, and we didn't really know anybody that was connected to our culture, and we felt kind of lonely. Again, it was culture shock, and we really felt like we needed people that looked like us at that time, to help with everything that we were going through. So we were like, okay, we're going to start this group. And I was kind of talking to him about it, and he said he and his best friend had thought about doing something similar, but I still never really thought that I would hear from him, because I'm like, I have a boyfriend. I'm really not trying to deal with this outside of maybe a friendship. So maybe, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, then that perfectly segue to the next question. Because, I mean, then how did we end up on the first date then?
So Odell in college was a slob. He did not like to clean up. He just kind of laid everything everywhere. And thankfully, he was a slob, because he had gotten my number that day and he put it over in a pile somewhere and kind of left it. So about I want to say a week went by, and then I come back to my room, and my roommate was there, and she was like, "Oh, this guy called you. Oh, something." And I was like, "Who?" I had completely forgotten. I was like, "Who called me?" Okay, well, let me just call him back. He called the room phone. So I pick up the phone, I call him back, and his roommate answers, who is his best friend, Justin. And I'm like, did somebody call Sierra? And he was like, oh, must have been Odell. And I'm like, oh, Odell, okay, okay.
Okay. By the way, for the youngins listening to the podcast, yeah, we had room phones. Like you had to have a landline. And let me go back. A landline is a phone that was attached to the wall.
Mhm.
And so it's not like Sierra had a cell phone where Odell could easily call her to hit her up.
No, no.
He called your roommate. Oh, that's exciting.
Call the room phone. And again, we talked for like 3 hours. And so we just became really good friends. And eventually, within like a couple weeks, I broke up with my boyfriend because he decided not to come see me on my birthday. And I was just annoyed. So we broke up, and Odell and I went to the movies to see Ray, the movie about Ray Charles. We went out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went to see that. That was like the first movie that we went to. Well, actually, no, we went to that movie, but I was still with my boyfriend. So it was a date, but it really wasn't because we didn't touch or anything. We just kind of sat there like, okay, we're just going to watch this movie. I'm not going to touch you. You're not going to touch me. We're going to be friends. And we kept, kind of going with that. And then a week or so later was when my boyfriend and I broke up. And he and I still continued to just kind of be friends until one day we realized that we kind of liked each other. We had, what was it? It was Halloween. And there was something Odell was doing in his room. He wanted to watch scary movies. So my friend and I went over and watched movies with him, his best friend's girlfriend at the time. And we just had the best time. And he was kind of joking and laughing with me. And he would do things like tickle me. And
I was gonna say that sounded like a pickup line. I want to watch scary movies with you.
yeah,
That's like a pickup line to me.
yes. And so my friend was like, y'all like each other. And I'm like, no, no. It's my friend. We don't like each other. And then I started thinking about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe I really do like this guy. So then it became kind of awkward because I was like, do I say something? Do I not say anything? Do I just wait and hope that he says something to me? So I sent an email because I was like, okay.
You sent him an email, Sierra?
Because I said, if he rejects me, at least I won't have to see him again.
That's true. Smart.
Yeah. So I sent him an email. And then he emailed me back and was like, I like you too. And then it's like, okay, where do we go from here? So yeah, that was kind
That's so formal through email.
Yes, an email. I was scared.
So
I was going to approach him. I was like, oh my God, I can't say I like you. And then, nah, I just think of you like a sister.
You're cool though.
Right. We had never touched. We had never held hands. We didn't even hug. Like, it was just really us being kind of cool. Like,
I mean, you had a boyfriend. I'm sure he was respectful. Yeah,
he was very
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He was on his utmost behavior, and he said he was trying to keep the other guys away from me because he thought that I was going to start backdating my ex. And so he felt like he was doing me a favor by,
I'm sure
the other guys.
I'm sure he wasn't just trying to keep him for himself. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Good job, Odell. Good job for keeping Sierra to yourself. So, let's get a little bit more into Mr. Odell Bizzell. So, what's one thing that he does that just makes you smile and makes you feel warm?
He's very funny. He's very funny.
He's gonna get a big head.
Very funny.
He is, though. He is.
He makes me laugh all the time. And he's not super emotional. But one of the things that always got me about him was just his ability to have these in-depth and really deep conversations. I always felt like he made a really good effort to one, get to know me when we were dating, because again, we would always talk for hours. And we still do. So he's just really good at listening, and, stimulating my mind. Like, he's really good at making conversations interesting and letting me know that he cares about what I think, and, just affirming me as a person. So I really love the way he just talks. That's what he does for a living, but he's he's really good at it. I never have to sit here in silence and feel like, oh God, he doesn't care about what I think, or he doesn't care about how my day went. He's very, very good at making sure that I know that I'm valued and loved and supported and all of those things.
That's so awesome. Good for you, Adele. Way to go. Hey, way to go. That's nice. That's good to hear. That's awesome. You want that. You want to hear that. You want to hear not just every woman. Obviously, we're two girls right now having some tea, but no, like just anybody. You want to hear that from your partner, from the person you're with, from the person you love. You said it so beautifully. He affirms who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so, what has been, this is a tough question. This is kind of like a big question. So, maybe narrowing it down, what has been your favorite memory with your partner so far?
Oh my goodness. This is difficult, but we've
actually
had this conversation before multiple times.
Oh,
good. So, it would definitely be one of the trips that we've been on. And I would actually say it's probably our honeymoon, because it was the first time that we were away together. And we just had a lot of fun. We went to an amusement park. It was just so exciting. And it actually was not what we were supposed to be doing. We were supposed to go to the Virgin Islands, but we were flying Skybus. It was supposed to connect to our other flight, and Skybus went out of business 2 months before our honeymoon, and we did not get our money back. It was just the whole thing. So we ended up going to the Massanutten in Virginia, and we went to Kings Dominion, and we just had a really, really good time. We rode all the roller coasters, and it was fun because it allowed us to kind of be like kids, one last time before you grow up and have to do all those adult things.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. I like that. That sounds nice. So I feel like I can't let you go without hearing it. And so I'm gonna have to ask you. I have to hear the proposal story. I gotta. I feel like I gotta ask.
Okay, so the proposal story is interesting because, again, I've always been the person in the relationships that's like, hey, where's this going? Like, what are we doing here? I'm not wasting my time. I don't have time. So the summer of, he proposed to me in 2006, in August, and the end of the school year that year, in about May, I was just like, dude, what are we doing? Do you see this thing going anywhere? Because I'm going to be getting out of school in 2 years and I need to have my life together. Like, I was just always this person that's like, I have my plans. This is what I need to have done. Where do you fit in all of this? And he was like, okay, kind of. chill out. Like I don't know what to say to this. But he was like, I had already been thinking about proposing to you. Like, why do you have to be this person that's always going to mess up my plans? And I was just like, I'm sorry. I just wanted, you didn't have to tell me that that's what you're going to do. I just needed to know, like,
Yeah.
where are we going? And he was like, I can't with you right now. So he started doing things that were so mean. He would do things like get down on his knee to tie his shoe. I would be like, dude,
No.
yes, he would take me on these really nice days. And we would go somewhere, and I'd be like, okay, this is it. This is it. No.
That's rude.
Yeah. Yeah, he was wrong. He was wrong for that. But that summer, August 9th, it was August 9th, 2006. I came here to Greensboro, where he's from. He lived here. I was not from here. And I came here to get my hair braided. His cousin was supposed to braid my hair, but I actually ended up going to have someone else do it. And I went back to his house, and we were just sitting like in his room, and he said, hey, I'm working on something with Justin, and I want you to listen to it because, you know, I'm a rapper, right? So it's like, I've been working on this thing, and I want you to
laugh at Odell Bizzell's music. I'm a fan.
Music, I do. I love his music. But he was like, yes, we're about to go to the studio. So this was their first album that they were recording. And he wanted me to listen to this song to see what I thought. So I'm like, okay. At this point, we have cell phones now. So I'm all in my little cell phone, just, you know, doing whatever, texting or something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to it. So he starts playing the song. And then he's like, you know, kind of like pay attention because I want you to tell me what you think. So he starts rapping the song, and then he kind of turns his back to me, and he turns around, and the part in the song says, tell me yes, so we can start our regime. And I'm like, what is he? So he turns around, he has this ring, and I'm looking all confused because I'm like, are you proposing to me right now? And he gave me the ring. So my proposal was a song that he wrote.
But you just happened to miss the bars.
No, I heard them.
You heard them? Okay, good. Okay.
Yes, it was really sweet. I heard them, but I was still confused because, you know, I told you he kept playing games, and I was like, okay, I don't know. Is this it? Like, what is happening to me?
You're like, nah, I'm not even going to fall for this one.
Right. I'm going to wait until I see the ring because you keep playing and I can't. So, yes, so he wrote me a song, which neither one of us can find anymore. We don't even
Really?
We lost it. We lost the song forever. It's gone. It's gone forever.
Maybe in some USB or some, I don't
know. We can't find it. The computer's crashed and it's gone forever.
Oh, no.
Let us remember some of the lyrics, but we don't have the song.
I was going to say, you should like recreate a remix for like an anniversary. Let them know we want a remix.
See, he did that. He made it
remix
for our first anniversary, I believe it was. No, it was for our wedding. He made a remix for the wedding.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I'm not laughing because it's you, Adele. I'm laughing because it's cute. That's so cute. That's so cute. But you're right. Like, they're not that emotional, you know, and so it's nice to know you're a big softie. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. So I'm so glad, Sarah. That is such a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing with us today. The last question we have for you, and just to help us out, Chris and I, is there any couple that you would be interested for us to interview and kind of just get to know and find out their love story?
Well, so, you know, Odell and Stan are very close. So I would be really interested in hearing Stan's story.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He will definitely be on the list for sure. So thank you so much, Sierra, for being with us today. And I hope you guys enjoyed another episode of How'd You Meet?